Okay, welcome back. Still doing Fable Anniversary Collection on the Xbox 360. And the last video was our most consequential one, where we were able to get Skorm, because we're going through making as much progress as possible before we do our first quest and before we level up. And in the last video, we got Skorm's bow and Cutlass Bluetane. Two of the hardest tasks to accomplish right out of the gate. But now we, because we have Skorm's bow, we have the best weapon in the game. And it's nice. Like I said in my last vid, this is having Skorm's bow early in the game. It's one of the things I love about this game is that you can get, there's just not that many games that'll let you get the best weapon right off the bat if you're willing to work for it. Alright, I'm gonna just take a quick peek at... Let's see. My stats. Familiar apprentice called Avatar. My alignment almost perfectly neutral. We're gonna have to dip into the evil at this point. This is not going to be a particularly exciting or interesting. First we'll take a look at the quest card table. Yeah, renown level's still not high enough. Even if you get all the way to legendary, you still won't be able to do it. It's implied that that's one that Briar Rose takes later. But this one's not going to be as interesting or consequential as the last one. This one we're just going to be going around.
May I be of assistance?
We're going to be getting the Dark Will User hat. So, we've already opened all the demon doors we can possibly open. And we have both the Bright Will User outfit and the Dark Will User outfit. Now, there is a wizard's hat you can get. There's no neutral. At least I don't think there is. There is no just Will User's hat. It's either the Bright hat or the Dark hat. And the Bright hat is easy enough to get. You just take all the books you can get out of the guild and Bowerstone and wherever, and eventually, when you've donated them to the school, you'll get the Bright Will User's hat. But the way you get the Dark Will User hat, there's some sort of system where depending on which books, the alignment of the books that you donate determines which hat you get. It's overly complicated. The way I had it broken down for me was very simple. Don't worry about the alignment of the hat.
Hope to see you soon. Is that right?
True, surely.
It's him.
Instead, what you need to worry about is, as long as you go around Bowerstone, and you go around Oakville, and you just steal all the books that you can find out of the houses, and you donate those ones first, then you should be fine.
Looking fine.
It's truly Avatar. As I live. Well met.
And we have to be careful to steal when no one's looking. If you steal while people are looking, then you get caught and you have to pay a fine. I'd rather not. So we'll be a little bit careful about stealing.
Will I see you again, do you think?
Okay, nothing up here to steal. And as we steal, we gather some evil points. So like I said, we're going to rack up some evil points.
Looking for items of combat?
We'll also break those barrels when we're on our way out of town. And as you can gather, the reason why I waited so long, why I waited till after we got Skorm's bow to do this was so that I wouldn't be getting all these evil points.
Oh, I've heard all about you, sir. Can't believe it's him.
Swords, axes, shield.
Avatar. Why you called that then? You're not setting a very good example.
Please obey the law while you're here. Stop! That's illegal.
Ah!
I got caught, so I had to pay the fine. Okay, we're almost done stealing from Bowerstone.
Ah, there is an important quest card at the guild for you.
Why don't we meet up sometime? Oh, I'd give anything for him to look at me. Avatar. Why you called that then?
Because it's my favorite movie.
Don't go breaking any laws.
Too late. Okay, and then it's just the school and the house that I can buy. So we're not gonna bother. What we are gonna do is break open some barrels. Want that guard to turn around. Oh, I still got caught.
That's illegal.
And we're not going to pay the fine. Instead, we're just going to smash all the barrels on our way out of town. Okay, that is just about all of them.
Guards! I don't know guards!
Alright, and now that we're out of town, it'll take a few minutes for the fines to go away. We have to wait like 5 minutes, which is fine because we're going to go to Oakvale. And we're going to start stealing from Oakville. A lot more houses to steal from.
There he is, Avatar the Brave. I respectfully greet you, sir.
Those Hero's Journey books are supposed to be like the choose your own adventure books. It's kind of funny to look at them.
Ah, there is an important quest card at the guild for you.
The Tales of Arcan. So, Arcan, we need a couple more silver keys to do it, but there's a locked chest that has Arcan's bow in it. Or excuse me, Arcan's crossbow. And it's a pretty good weapon. It's the legendary version of a crossbow.
Drink a beer. Get me a drink.
almost impossible to steal from behind the barkeep without getting caught.
Thank you very much.
It'll be me old mate.
Greetings. The famous Avatar. Oh, it's nicer now.
Okay, did we steal from every house? I think that's it. Okay, so now we just gotta
Good sword to fight beside you.
steal from behind the bar. And I always get caught stealing from behind the bar, but I don't even think there's anything that important. But we're gonna do it anyway.
I greet you, Avatar.
Okay, so now that we've stolen everything, now comes the tedious part. And I may actually have to wait a little while for I think my fines might still be in effect in Bowerstone South.
He's a fine hero. The famous Avatar.
Oh, what can I do you for?
Okay, nope, my fines have already passed. And the school should be just about open, so now we start donating books until we get the Dark Wizard hat. And since we stole all the books, it'll be the Dark Wizard hat instead of the Bright Wizard hat. And I'll let every time you donate a book that the school needs, you get a little cutscene of the kids reenacting whatever you're teaching. Oh, I missed one. These ones you can't break. Oh, missed a couple more.
I want my mummy. All right.
Hi.
What? Oh, hello, forgive me. I'm Mr. Gout, the headmaster of the school here. Not that it's much of a school these days, the way Lady Grey keeps slashing our funding. Can you believe she sold half our library? As if mansions were more important than the education of our children. Anyway, if you could donate any suitable books you find on your travels, you'll be doing us a great favor. Do you have a donation there, hero? Oh, look! How to make friends. Just the thing to teach the children some manners. Thank you, hero. I'm sure we can put this to good use. Today's lesson will be on how to make friends. This fine hero has just given us a good example of how to make friends by donating this book to the school. Helping people out and giving presents are both good ways to make friends. Can anybody tell me another way to make friends?
Sir! Sir!
Yes?
Tell them you'll smash their teeth in if they won't be friends with you.
No, Billy. Threatening people is not really a good way to make friends with them. I think we need to work on this some more.
I've got my eye on
I'll
you.
go now.
Any books for us today, hero?
I hope he doesn't see me.
Ah, The Trials of Arkham, a classic tale. Must be rather disturbing for you, I would have thought. Ah, it lifts one's spirits to see a hero take such a keen interest in education. Once upon a time, in a village by the sea, lived a boy called Arkham with his family. Peaceful were their lives for many a year, till one day a band of savages did appear, destroyed that peaceful village by the sea, and killed the poor boy's family. But of Arkham himself they found no trace, for the boy had hid in quite a safe place. And though he wished to help in his heart, he stayed hidden till the savages did depart. Then he emerged to find his whole family killed, and the streets of the village with corpses filled. Oh, dear me, this really is the most unoriginal tosh.
So when you do buy or find Arkan's crossbow,
Do you have a donation
it says that
there, hero?
he fashioned it out of like what he could find from the ravaged corpses.
Well, there's The Repentant Alchemist, but I'm not sure it's really suitable reading for children. Well, if you think that's wise, hero.
25 years have I tended this inn, not knowing my wife was living in sin. For while I served the townsfolk ale by day, at night my wife served them in another way. But soon they'll regret leading her astray. When next they sip my ale, it will be their lives that pay. He who hath slept with my love will die at its taste. Then I shall see if any among them can call themselves chaste.
Thank you, Billy. I think that's enough for today. Do you have a donation there, hero?
Everyone's scared of me now because I racked up all those evil points from
The
stealing.
Windbreaker rulebook? Avo alone knows what would happen if the children got hold of this. All right, then. I'll give it a try.
So as you can tell, based off his reaction, so far I've been giving him a lot of evil books.
Today, we will be reading from the Windbreaker Rulebook. Perhaps the gentleman who gave us this book could demonstrate the benefits of its teachings himself. I see. Well, that was most edifying. But I really don't... Oh, dear Lord. Something must have crawled up inside him and died.
Shit!
Please, mind your language in front of the children. Oh dear, I knew this was a mistake.
Be quiet.
Here, let's, if we're gonna stand there and make a fool of ourselves, we're gonna do it without any clothes on.
Do you have a donation there, hero? What's that you have there? The ugly guide? Sure, you'll agree. This snotty lot needs no help in that area. Don't tell their parents I said that. I suppose it can't do any harm.
You know, you.
Today's lesson is from the Ugly Guide. Though clearly, this hero has never practiced its teachings. Now, what do you think makes a person look ugly?
Having stupid hair.
That's right. Certain haircuts can make a person less attractive, as can some forms of facial hair, especially on a woman. Any other ideas?
Eating too much.
Very good. That's why everybody in Albion has such a perfect waistline. From the greatest hero to the lowliest beggar. Except for Jenna from Orchard Farm, of course. She used to be but a slip of a girl, but now... that woman certainly likes her cider. Anyway, that concludes our lesson for today. Any books for us today, hero? I suppose you are not a bad person might come in useful one day. I really hope the children won't need its advice, though. All right, then. I'll give it a try. Today, we will be looking at You Are Not a Bad Person. It seems this hero has studied the book in great depths already. But perhaps one of you can tell me how you can make yourself less scary.
Wear a pretty dress.
That's right. A person's clothes say a lot about them. And wandering around town dressed in dark leather or chainmail can frighten people. Any other ideas?
Don't wear anything at all.
That's what I'm doing.
Well, that might make you look more silly than scary. I'm not too sure men running around naked inspire much confidence. Perhaps we should see what the book has to say on this matter.
There is an important quest card at the guild.
Got some books for me, hero?
They call you Avatar.
Why don't you bring them round during school hours?
Do you think I could be like you,
Alright, I have to
Avatar?
wait till tomorrow. And even after we finish giving the books we have, then we're going to go to the Heroes Guild, get the rest of the books, donate a bunch more. As you can see, I'm starting to show some scars. Quite a few scars. As you take damage in combat, you become scarred. The fire monkey tattoo that I have on the back, that bright orange one, that really is one of the most attractive ones, and it's so great that you get it early in the game.
Hey!
Right. I want everyone to move so that I can talk to the teacher and donate some more books.
Yes! Hooray!
Do you have a donation there, hero? The raising of Oakvale is a fascinating topic, but this book may be a little graphic for children their age, don't you think?
Nope.
I suppose it can't do any harm. Today we'll be reading from the Oakvale Raid. Some of you may find what you're about to hear disturbing. I was playing with my teddy bear Rosie when the bandits attacked. The kind boy from up the road had just rescued her from my brother. I didn't know then I would never see them again. It was the screaming that told me they were coming, and I hid under an old cart. From there, I saw the bandits kill all my friends and burn everything I called home. I wanted to help them, but I was so scared I couldn't move. Maybe we should finish this book some other time. In 10, 15 years, perhaps?
Come on!
Any books for us today, hero? Eyes of a killer? Yes, well, strictly speaking, we try not to raise any murderers in our school. I suppose it can't do any harm. Now, I really hope none of you follow the teachings of this book, but nevertheless, you should learn to recognize the signs of evil. There are many ways a person can instill fear in others, such as covering one's body in tattoos and wearing dark clothes. But a truly scary person is able to express his evilness through actions alone. Let's see how this works. A hero, would you regale us with an evil sneer, perhaps?
Yeah.
Yes. Very effective. Now, according to this book, you can also make yourself scary by performing terrible crimes, such as killing innocents.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we'll leave that chapter for another day. Now then, class, let's all say thank you to the nice hero. You have done our school such a great service. I don't know if we can ever adequately repay you. I do have a little something, and, well, I know it's not much, but the children think you'll love it. We used it in our production of The Mage's Apprentice, but it was a little large for our particular actors.
Alright, and that's how you get the Dark Wizard's hat.
What? Just leave me alone, will you? You're just a big scaredy cat. Scaredy cat.
Those children are ruthless. Alright, so now we're going to go to the Heroes Guild. could just teleport there, but whatever, we'll run around. Make sure we didn't miss any more barrels. So that's Bowerstone North up there. We don't have access until after we've beaten the arena. But yeah, just to reiterate, don't take any books from the guild until you've taken books from Bowerstone South and Oakvale. If you want to get the Dark Wizard Hat. If you want to get the Bright Wizard Hat, then, yep, start off by swiping all the books from the, or borrowing, whatever you want to call it, all the books from the Heroes Guild first. You never want to kill that title vendor. If you kill him, he's gone forever, and all the titles that he sells, you'll never be able to get him. So don't kill the title vendor. As a general rule of thumb, I try not to kill any merchants. There's one merchant, either the barber or the tattoo artist in Knothole Glade. Okay, I can't remember if we can steal a book from Maze's quarters. We're going to start there. But there's one merchant. You know, when you first get to Knothole Glade, there is a like a white Balverine running around there that you have to kill, and he spawns at different locations. Ah, okay. History of the Guild. Jack of Blades. I think there might also be some books I can take behind the other demon door. But that merchant at Knothole Glade, I think the white Balverine tends to kill him when I'm not looking. Because I remember the last couple times I've played through this game, that merchant is dead and there was like nothing I could do. Still, I got 13 keys. About to get my 14th key once I... finish donating books to the school. You know what? I don't think I can fit. I think there's still a book. I think it's the Scarlet Robe book.
Ah, there is an important quest card at the guild for you.
The Scarlet Robe book, I believe, is in Witchwood, and I think it's only after I get that book that I can get the silver key from all the book donations. I do feel like I missed one. I feel like you can get 14 keys before you start.
It'll be me old mate, Avatar.
Okay, there's just one more section that we have to check. Tale of Twinblade. Twinblade is a hero that decides he wants to be a thief, and he unites the bandit clans. And when, a little later, I have the opportunity to fight him, and I can spare his life, or I can kill him. I always kill him. Anytime I can kill a hero, I always take it.
May I help, or are you just looking around?
I suppose you'll want to see what the Dark Will User outfit looks like with the hat. Alright, there you go. Looks pretty good. If you're going to do a run where you want to be like a wizard. Oops. Controller came disconnected. But if you, that's the outfit you're going to want. The Dark Will User outfit with the Dark Will User hat.
Can I
Oh,
have
so
a
the sky tip.
I want
So
a beer, please.
clouds and so sky.
And I don't like how everyone's afraid of you when your alignment is more evil. Alright, need these fools to get out of the doorway so I can use the bed. Thank you.
Play card pairs.
Let's wait for all the children to arrive so we can donate some more books. And like I said, I don't think we can get the silver key yet, but we'll go ahead and just donate the books we can.
Ah, there is an important quest card at the guild for you.
Any books for us today, hero? Why, that's The Creatures of Albion, Volume 1. A perfect way to learn natural sciences. Why don't you stay and listen, hero? It's never too late to learn. Today, we'll be studying Volume 1 of The Creatures of Albion. Now, Who here knows what screamers are? I bet you've never heard one, though, have you? That's because they stay away from the towns. But out in the countryside, it's a rather different story. And you can sometimes hear them crying out in the night. Their scream can pierce even the bravest of men's hearts. Hearing it will not just chill you to the bone, but sap your energy too. According to the sage Richard Phillips, they feed upon the life force of men, sucking out their souls. Either way, if you ever see one, you'll soon end up
Sounds like a
them,
Dementor from Harry
screaming.
Oh, hi.
Ah, hello again. Have you found any interesting reading material? The story of Jack of Blades should keep the little ones in line. Why don't you stay and listen, hero? It's never too late to learn. Who's the red-robed warrior that brings death and destruction to all of Albion?
Jack!
Who's the legend in the mask with the strength of 10 heroes?
It's Jack!
Who's the demon that stalks in the night, dragging bad children into hell?
Jack!
Some say that Jack of Blades has lived forever and is not of this world. But there are those who claim it is not Jack, but his mask that we should fear, and that many men have worn it over the centuries.
That's the truth. By the way,
Whatever
Jack
the
is the
truth,
final
he
blade, the
is
final
not
boss of
someone
this
to
game.
be crossed. Any books for us today, hero? So, The Other Land looks like a charming story. Ah, it lifts one's spirits to see a hero take such a keen interest in education. 'Twas in the latter days of the kingdom old that a boatload of travellers, wheat and rice, fleeing our land for fear of the sword, discovered an island that was true paradise. There were they welcomed by the native folk, with gifts of fruit and fowl and pig and trout, and a strange kind of ale brewed from egg yolk that the refugees drank till it knocked them out. Soon they were stirred from their peaceful slumbers by the splattery coughs of their gracious hosts, who had taken ill and were dying in numbers of colds their visitors had brought to their coasts. Ere long, the kindly natives were all but extinct, and as they knew not how to gather nature's bounty, the fate of the foreigners to theirs was linked. They died of starvation, though surrounded by plenty. A few local survivors did their paradise rebuild, erecting this time a great fortress in the sand. It would stop them once more getting killed, lest those bad people from Albion return to their land. Ah, hello again. Have you found any interesting reading material? Why, this book would be perfect. I've yet to meet a child who isn't fascinated by dragons. Thank you, hero. I'm sure we can put this to good use. A long time ago, well before the age of the Old Kingdom, the skies of Albion were full of fearsome, majestic dragons. They flew wherever they wished, ate the people's livestock, rained down fire on their villages, and distressed their damsels. Then came the kingdom of Archon, and with it heroes who hunted the dragons for sport, almost driving them to extinction. Before long, every home in Albion had dragon scale curtains, dragon claw back scratchers, and dragon foot paperweights.
They commercialized them.
The few remaining dragons fled to the northern wastes, and there they remain to this day. Though they are nowhere near as powerful now as they once were, they still represent a hero's ultimate test.
And the final boss, Jack of Blades, turns into a dragon.
Any books for us today, hero? Oh, the children are always asking me about the arena. Oh, they'll love this. Ah,
The arena is where I'm going
lifts one's
to
spirits
fight.
to see
Probably
a
my
hero
favorite part of the
take such a
game.
keen interest in education. How many of you have been to the Witchwood Arena? Ah, but have you ever stopped to look at the statues in the Hall of Heroes? Some of the greatest heroes in Albion's history are celebrated there. Mighty champions who conquered the arena and the people's hearts. In the days of the Old Kingdom, heroes would lead their fans into battles, so they could see their skill and bravery in combat. But all too often, spectators would find themselves torn limb from limb by balverines, or caught in the backwash of a hero's spell. And so, the arena was built in Witchwood, to give heroes a permanent stage on which to fight their duels without endangering the audience. Creatures are brought there from all over Albion for heroes to face, and the battles get more elaborate with every year that passes. But one rule remains unchanged. Should either hero wish it, the final battle between them can be fought to the death.
My old friend Whisper and I fight a battle
What
to
was
the
a
death.
sissy like me?
I'm afraid school's closed.
Okay, so gonna have to come back. Let's go ahead and change out of the will user outfit. Let's see where my alignment currently is. Only slightly evil. Still probably have maybe 6 more books to give away. You'll know that he won't be taking any more of your books when he starts making fun of the Book of Spells. He calls it a potty school for wizards. Obviously like a Harry Potter joke. This is a tedious chunk of the game, and I do apologize that, we just got Skorm's Bow and Cutlass Bluetane, and now we're doing, real busy work. But once this is done, I think after this, only a couple things left I want to do. I still want to get the chicken hat, but there's also a merchant that sells he's kind of tough to find, but he'll have the bright plate mail. He'll have, I think, the gloves and maybe the shirt. Kind of expensive, but I do want to get those.
Do you think he'll give me his autograph? There's something special about him.
Alright, where's the teacher? Let's go.
Hello,
again, sir.
Do you have a donation there, hero? A love story. How sweet. With a title like that, I'm sure this will be suitable for the children. Thank you, hero. I'm sure we can put this to good use. The way of the warrior doth take its toll on a hero's face, and ere long women will fly and escape before he can give chase. Scarred and dejected, a hero named Ralph stole all of the traders' riches. He made use of their gold and bought romantic gifts for all of the ladies. The women of Albion fell at his feet.
I don't think that was the
Ralph
word.
had the pick of the town, till he finally chose a pretty young girl and bought her a fine wedding gown. But too late did he see that love that is true isn't founded on wealth. His wife's only care was for money and gems he kept up on the shelf. By way of divorce, Ralph exercised his axe on her head. This he did mount up on the wall, just over the bed. So did the woman sadly become the world's first trophy wife. And Ralph did give up the matrimonial for the hero's life.
Hello again, mister.
Hello again.
He's
You
unbelievable.
found any interesting reading material? History is an important part of our curriculum here, so
You
the
look
Old
so
Kingdom would
big.
be invaluable. It lifts one's spirits to see a hero take such a keen interest in education. Can any of you tell me who built the ancient pillars at Lookout Point? Yes?
The people in the Old Kingdom, sir.
That's right. They once ruled all of Albion, and the ruins of their cities can still be found wherever you go. The kingdom was founded by a great lord named Archon, who united Albion using the power of the Sword of Eons.
I can get the Sword of Aeons
But
later.
over time, the sword began to corrupt him, and the
I
kingdom
can also get
fell into
Archon's armor
darkness.
later.
Strange monuments were built to focus the magical power of the kingdom, and terrifying armored figures were summoned to guard them. But at the very height of its power, the old kingdom collapsed, and Archon and his sword disappeared. What happened to them, nobody knows.
I think you'll give me his autograph.
Ah,
Is that
hello
right?
again.
They call you Avatar.
You found any interesting reading material? The final volume of the Great Creatures of Albion. Should give the little ones a good scare. Why don't you stay and listen, hero? It's never too late to learn. Thanks to this kind hero, today's lesson is from Volume 3 of the Creatures of Albion. If trolls ruled the land and dragons the skies, then the mighty Kraken are masters of the sea.
You do fight a
A
Kraken
few
in
men
this game.
have ever seen a Kraken, and fewer still have lived to tell the tale. Since before the times of the Old Kingdom, these terrifying creatures have lurked in the seas that surround Albion. Their tentacles can grow to be over 100 feet long, and are strong enough to crush a ship like kindling. A brave sailor once drove away a Kraken by hacking off one of those gargantuan tentacles. But to kill one of the beasts, oh, that would truly be a heroic task. Any books for us today, hero?
They call you
What's this?
Avatar.
I'm going to call my
Pale
goldfish
Balverine?
avatar.
I hope it doesn't give them nightmares. Why don't you stay and listen, hero? It's never too late to learn. There was once a lord who thought himself good with an arrow, until people saw that his lies ran right through to his marrow. Many months in the cells of Bargate he spent, plotting his redemption. And once he was free, he hunted all evil without exception. One day he met his match, a foul and mighty Bulverine. He did not die from its bite, but his curse was obscene. He became one of those creatures, and pale as snow was his fur. To kill him came then a red-caped woman, a true connoisseur.
That Scarlet Robe,
A silver arrow
the hero's mother.
pierced his blackened heart and sent him to his grave. And so he died in infamy, without the acceptance he craved. Ah, hello again.
Right.
You found any interesting reading material? A little macabre, perhaps, but the tale of Maxley could teach some of our pupils a valuable lesson. Why don't you stay and listen, hero? It's never too late to learn. There once lived a hob, and Maxley was his name. He was that rarest of hobs, one with a brain. Making his bed in a stream wasn't for him. He'd rather live in a village, there among men. One day he decided to travel to town. He slew a great noble and put on his gown. In Bowerstone by all was he complimented, and though short of stature, he stood proud and erected. Goodness me. Maxley forgot what he was and grunted hello. And when the men heard his voice, all they did know. They called out for guards, who lopped off his head. It stuck on a spike, dumb and ugly and dead. So when you're about to open your mouth, remember Maxley the hob, for it's better to be thought an idiot than to be killed by a mob.
Yay!
I'm
You
afraid
look
school's
so
closed.
big.
You're so strong.
Taking his sweet time reading these books.
Closing!
We're almost done. I think it's only maybe like 2 or 3 more books. Let's change the hair. Let's give the hero some hair.
Green.
There must be something for you to kill.
Might look a little better bald.
morning, sir.
Hey!
Hello again, mister.
Any books for us today, hero? Oh, Volume 2 of The Creatures of Albion. Could prove useful in our biology lessons.
So the first one we learned about screamers. The third one was the Kraken.
It lifts one's spirits to see a hero take such a keen interest in education. Now, let us turn to Volume 2 of The Creatures of Albion. Trolls
Now
are
trolls.
an ancient race formed from the rock and soil in which they were born. They have the strength of many men and can withstand all but the mightiest of blows. Get too close, and they will jump onto the ground with such force that the shockwaves can shatter a man's bones. But trolls are also slow, lumbering creatures and rarely move. So, if ever you see one, your
They
best
also
hope is to run away.
Drop gems when you
If
beat
you're
them.
lucky,
So
you won't be
defeating
crushed
one
to
usually
death by the
results
boulders
in getting
they throw
something
after
you can sell for quite a bit of gold.
Hello again, mister. He looks so wow. Do you think I could
Any
be
books
like
for us today, hero? Could you spare the northern wastes? The children could stand to learn a little more geography. Thank you, hero. I'm sure we can put this to good use. Do any of you know what lies beyond the 9 seas? Yes?
The Northern Wastes.
Well done, Sue. Legends say that Jack of Blades first appeared there, and that it was the home of a mighty empire. Today, its ancient cities are buried deep beneath the ice. But there are still some who believe the empire will rise again, and that the people of the Northern Wastes will awaken when Albion is united once more. Do you have a donation there, hero?
up and
I'm
speak to
sure
me.
the tale of Twin Blade is quite interesting, but I'm not sure a bandit is a good role model for our pupils, though. I suppose it can't do any harm. Twin Blade was once a great hero. A giant of a man, his swords were feared throughout Albion. But at the height of his fame, he abandoned the guild, deciding he had no need to earn gold through quests. He could simply take it. And so he left for the woods and became a bandit. Over the years, he united the feuding bandit clans until he became their king. He built a vast fortified camp hidden near Oakvale and plundered the passing traders as he desired. He was as renowned and feared as he ever was, and now had no guild constraints to hold him back.
I'll kill him.
Sir, what happened to Twin Blade?
He still reigns as the bandit king in the forests of Oakvale, and some say his success is guided by a blind seeress. Any books for
Well,
us today,
you're so
hero?
strong.
Skorm's teeth. That's the Guild of Zeros. I thought your guild had every copy of the book burned, along with its author. Well, if you think that's wise, hero. The Journal of Bloody Nose. 0 in training. Day 14. This week, we've been developing our stealth skills by playing hide and seek. Knowing how to run and hide from your enemies is an important skill for any Zero, says Days. He
This is the best
seems
one.
to be a master of the art. It took us all day to find him after he teleported away. Eventually, we heard his cries and found him wedged inside a hollow tree in the Academy woods. He wasn't at all happy that it took us so long to find him, but he decided to test our hiding skills next. We must be really good at it, because we've been out here in the woods for 2 days now, and he still hasn't found us. Ah, hello again. Have you found any interesting reading material? Oh, what's this? The sock method? Yes, oh well, perhaps when they're a little older, don't you think? Well, if you think that's wise,
Okay, so the
hero,
last 2 books. One is the Trigamist, which I get in
let's
Bowerstone
turn
North.
to the sock method,
And the other
and see how we can make
is
you sexier in
Scarlet
10
Robe,
days.
which is in Witchwood.
Now, it looks like this hero still needs a little practice. But perhaps he could demonstrate something simple?
Come on.
Oh, my. That's quite enough of that, hero. And that brings today's lesson to a close. Definitely.
Oh, what a be like you.
Do you have a donation there, hero? Why, it's a hero's journey. I used to play those as a lad. Not really suitable for class, though. Ah, hello again.
And now he should say
Have you found any interesting
he won't take that book.
reading
He
material?
also won't take the spell book.
The Book of Spells. This isn't some potty school for wizards, you know.
All right, so that means we've given him all the books we can. And that's most of them. There's only 2 more: the Pale Scarlet Robe and the Trigamist. All right, so we'll go ahead and end here. This one very much a busy work video. I apologize for that. But if you ever wanted to see what most of the books, you know, how to get the Dark Wizard hat, and then what most of the teacher says about the books, kind of interesting. So next time we're going to hunt for the Bright Plate Mail and maybe do some chicken kicking. So let's go ahead and save here, and we'll see you next time. We are almost done with the maximum progress you can make before the first quest challenge without leveling up.